YouTube. This is Shelby. I was going to do my vlog number 3, talking a little bit about my research on IVF med pharmacies, online pharmacies. One of the things that during my initial consult that I don't remember who told me, if it was one of the nurses or maybe the financial advisor, because my endocrinologist's office is kind of very full service. I don't have any experience with any other endocrinologist office, but mine comes with a financial advisor who's very nice. And she was saying I should start researching where I'm going to be getting my IVF drugs basically now, because they're an expensive part of the treatment, and it can cost anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 depending on what medications you need and how long you need to be on them, and you don't really know up front. Like, I mean, I'm not going to start the actual cycles. I'm not going to need the meds until October, and it's August now, but I'm not going to know until like the end of September. They're not going to actually give me the prescriptions and be like, these are the meds that you need. She said call around, because a lot of pharmacies won't even carry these meds. They're considered specialty medications, and so they have to order them themselves. And so you need to find out if your preferred pharmacy will even carry these drugs, if they can even get them special order, and how long it will take. Because, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to get my scripts, scripts or prescription, like the written prescription, until the end of September, and I have to start taking them like the first or second week in October. So I only have like 2 weeks to make sure that I have everything that I need. So she said just start researching, calling different pharmacies, and seeing who you want to choose. So, I mean, the first one I called was Costco, just because that would be really nice and convenient. And I said, I called the actual, asked to speak to the actual pharmacist, and I was like, I just have some questions. Do you mind giving me some of your time? And I was like, so I'm trying to research some medications. I was wondering if you could tell me if you carry them and how much they cost. And I just named off like 2 of the big ones, like Brevel and Fontanel, Gonal. I forget the ones I said. The ones that I saw, I basically had seen the posters on the sides of the wall in my endocrinologist's office, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we don't carry those. We can special order them, but it's like, a gazillion dollars for each vial." And And she's like, "Are you doing IVF?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I did that. It's much easier to go online and order your meds online through one of the online pharmacy companies." She said there's lots and lots of them that actually specialize in IVF meds, and it's just much easier. And I was like, wow, okay, a pharmacist is telling me don't go to a pharmacy, go to an online IVF med pharmacy. And so I started researching. I started with like the blogs and stuff to see where other girls had gotten their meds and what kind of experience they had had. And so I kind of picked out like 3 or 4 that I thought were the best. The first one is, I'm going to forget their names. I should have written them down. One is IVFmeds.com. Another one is IVFpharmacy.com. And the third one is called fertilityfriend.com, and that's actually the one that my endocrinologist suggested. So I looked at all of them, and the only one that's actually in the States is the fertilityfriend.com. They're also the most expensive. There's a lot of debates going on out there in all the blogs and stuff about whether or not the meds you get from like a pharmacy that's out of the country would be what your doctor is actually prescribing. But if this pharmacy has a guarantee on it somewhere, you need to look up the guarantees and the kind of like their licensing. And if you can see that they're licensed and they have a good guarantee and they're selling the actual brand name of a medication, it's not going to be like some generic, someone made it in their bathtub type of medication. And I say this coming from being a nurse, so like, I don't know, take it or leave it. So the ones that I like the best, it depends on what the timing is once I do get my scripts and what I need and when I need it. The best advice I got was to look at all of the different sources and find the cheapest source for each medication, and order from several different places, and you'll spend much less money. But actually the one that has the best prices overall is a company that's based out of Israel, of all places. And I think that one was the IVFmeds.com. It was either the IVF Meds or the IVF Pharmacy. And they have a 2-week turnaround, a guaranteed 2-week turnaround, but they said it's usually much faster, up to 5 days. They can have it to you. Their shipping is only $18 no matter how much you order. And their prices were much cheaper than any other place that I found. The other IVF Med one, which I think is the IVF Pharmacy one, they were my second favorite, but their shipping cost $75, and they did not guarantee anything more than or anything faster than 2 weeks. So I mean, that might work if I have more time. And that second one is European based. So I mean, whether you want to trust one over the other because of the country it comes from, I don't know. But those are the 3 options that I'm looking at right now. And I'm also researching as kind of a backup. Like, my Costco pharmacy said they can order IVF meds, but it takes like a week for them to get something. And I still need to research a few local pharmacies to see if anybody actually carries anything like in stock, just as like an emergency. Like if I needed to, like, I don't know, sometimes like just to make myself feel better, like I'll be like, okay, this is my backup plan. And I know that if I really feel like I want to have like my first doses and just go get them from a local pharmacy, and I may have to spend a little more money to do that, but sometimes that will just make you feel better and it's worth the cost. But that's basically what I've been researching for the IVF. And I mean, since it is such a big expenditure, I think it is important to make sure that you make the right choice. So that is where I am right now with that. I haven't made my final decision. I'll probably make another video when I make it, and the decision, and then tell you what my experience was with the particular pharmacy. And so yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I don't have any more appointments or anything to do really until September. So it's just a waiting game now, which we're all used to that one. So it shouldn't be that bad. But I hope you're having a good day, and post your comments and your experiences below. I'd love to hear them. Thank you for watching. Bye!